Cara Cup, the favorite. Oh, make an automation. Intune Pro. It works. It works. Okay. I don't think many people are watching right now, so let's wait for a while. Yeah. We are wait for more people to join our live stream. So once again, we are back with the live streams. And more details I'll tell a bit later. Let's wait for at least 10 people joining our live stream. We'll try to make it more dynamic, more fast, let's say, so that it will be less boring. Because last times, yeah, we had really long live streams. Maybe the longest one was more than 1 hour, but this is basically because many people were asking the questions. Yeah, let's check if you can hear us. So let's confirm it in the comments, if not too much trouble. So if everything looks okay and you like the new quality for YouTube, Facebook, only Instagram is separate, right? So if you like the new quality, you can do some kind of like thumbs up, because as we have promised many times, the plans were like maybe mid of this year, but now finally we have changed the camera, and finally we can see that the quality of live stream is much more acceptable than before. Before, sorry for that, our live stream quality was not good enough. Okay, so the questions are starting to come. Yeah, so right now I think it should be much more satisfactory for you, and I hope you will enjoy this live stream more. At the same time, we won't spend too much time today. This is the last moment for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals for the US market, US Amazons, and unfortunately for Europe, the activities are already finished. But if you really want to get more of our products, don't hesitate, just open the Amazon in Europe, if you are in Europe, and just get the products of Aqara without the discount, or wait for some other activities. So of course we will have more, but of course the lowest one is now only available in the US and Canada, so in North America. Why? Because of the time difference, time zones, yeah? So our time zones, because of these time zones, of course, the Cyber Monday has not finished in the US yet. That's why you, if you are based in the US, please feel free to take your chance and enjoy the lowest, all-time lowest prices of some of our products. And basically, the majority of products got very big discounts, more than many other brands, I would say. So you can check our KOLs making the review of this kind of deals on YouTube. So you still have a few hours. I think you only have, yeah, it depends on your time zone still. So, but for East Coast, I think only 1.5 hours left for these deals. I will announce these deals in a fast way, so that the friends from other markets who are already not applicable will not be bored. And at the same time, I will introduce two of our products. Of course, you already know what kind of products are there. The ones we have launched recently. Of course, these are the Petfeeder C1 and the Cube T1 Pro. So let's check how many people are now watching our live stream. Is it more than 10 or not? My dear colleagues can check the number of viewers. If we have more than 10, I think we can start, but looks like not yet. Okay, let's wait for a while. So, as usual, you are free to ask any kind of questions in the comments, except for some inappropriate ones, of course, so that I will be able to answer them in live, yeah? So, there is the first question already in the comments. By the way, last time Jen, our team member who is responsible for the social media and based in the US, did, I think, quite a great live stream. So we are really happy to see that many many of our users like her live stream as well. So I think we will split it in a way that for the time which is more convenient for North America, okay, maybe in the future Jen will do the live stream. And I will do the live stream for some other times, such as, for example, one more suitable for Europe, more time zones, so that we'll split this kind of workload. At the same time, if you want to ask more technical questions or product-related questions, I will be at your service, so no worries. In our live stream, you just comment and ask the questions in the comments. So here, of course, I am responsible for product marketing, and I will be able to answer these questions more thoroughly. Yeah, okay, the first question is trying to use vibration sensor on a washer or dryer, need help setting up automations for it. Oh, this is a bit of a problem right now. So for the dryer or washer, unfortunately, the vibration sensor is not as suitable if you use the Kara system. But if you use HomeKit, in this case, you can try some third-party apps such as our beautiful competitors app. Starts from E. I won't mention it here. But anyways, there are various options for HomeKit. So this kind of third-party apps can support the Kara products because they are just HomeKit compatible apps. So using these apps, you can set automations. For example, no vibration is detected for some period of time. This is how to use our vibration sensor with dryers, washers, and so on. So this is quite a big use case. Unfortunately, we cannot make it in a Kara home system yet, but once we have some other vibration sensor, we will try to make it happen. So, because we know there is quite a big topic of integrating, let's say, the washers and dryers into the smart home system. Vibration sensor is one of those solutions, but not the best one, unfortunately. In the future, for US, we will also have a smart plug that supports power automations, which is quite an important point. So the idea here is you take a smart plug. This is EU plug, of course. Now I think more US friends or American friends are watching this live stream. So the idea here is just to connect the washer or dryer to the smart plug and monitor the state of this washer or dryer using the smart plug power automations. I think this is much more convenient than the vibration sensor. Why? Because the vibration is not always happening when you have the washer or dryer working. At the same time, it's certainly certain that when dryer or washer are working, in this case, the power is drawn out of this plug, and like this, it's much more immersive, like much easier to make power automation. So I will stop at this topic later when we have more smart plugs. But for now, the EU smart plug Type C, so-called smart plug, does already support power automation. So I personally use it quite a lot. I use it with TV, I use it with the washing machine, I use it with the charger. This is one big topic. I really like this topic. I think these automations are quite useful. I really can make your life at home much more easier. So I will stop on this in one of the following live streams. I think the beginning of next year, we will have a special live stream, I think, about the smart plugs and automations for all of the regions, hopefully. Even the UK one, this is just a small insight for you. Okay, let me answer one more question, and we will start the content of the live stream. We have quite a lot of friends watching this live stream from many different countries. Okay, is the dog feeder HomeKit compatible? So pet feeder C1, cat feeder, dog feeder, doesn't matter. Depends on what kind of pet you have. Or in our case, as you can see, we have the coffee beans here. This is our invention. So as far as I can see, nobody before was using the pet feeder, smart pet feeder with the coffee beans. Why? Because it's much more exciting. You know, we really like coffee here. Okay, it doesn't matter. So it's not HomeKit compatible. The pet feeder C1 unfortunately does not support third-party directly, except for IFTTT, and I will stop on this separately. But in HomeKit, you are free to set up special automations with our Hub M1S. Somewhere we have Hub M1S, so I think you already know what kind of hub. With M1S, we have a special condition in the Kara Home app. I'll try to show you this kind of automations, and this automation will basically make this pet feeder compatible with HomeKit, so it's not official compatibility. You will not see the pet feeder in HomeKit as a separate device, but you will be able to make automations with pet feeder inside the HomeKit. Let me show you the screen right now. So can we show the screen? The screen. Yeah. Okay. So these are our automations. So the device is connected to our US region of Kara Home app. I hope you can see it. So you simply no. Okay, sorry for that. Just a moment. We'll try to so you cannot see the screen. Yeah. Okay. Let me disconnect and connect. Okay, connect again so that you can see the screen, because I want to show you a real example within a Kara Home app. Okay. So now I think it's working. So this is our Kara Home app, and this is our automation engine. Can you see? No. Okay. Let me try it again. Okay, now it's okay. Just a moment, I will show you, because it looks like there is some lag between the the streaming the picture. So can you see the automation engine of Kara Home app? Yeah, I think you can see it. So if then, this is very simple for those who never used. Just try it, especially if you are based in the US and you are applicable to our Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. I will announce a bit later. So this is the question from the comment: if this pet feeder C1 does support HomeKit. So we say not officially supporting HomeKit, does not officially support Alexa or Google Home, but there are ways to integrate our pet feeder with these three systems. So pet feeder only supports IFTTT, like via the cloud integration natively. Let's say for HomeKit, Google and Alexa, there is no direct support, but there are ways how to configure it. So, and it works in this way. Unfortunately, I don't have iPhone here, so I have Android phone, so I cannot launch the Apple's Home app. But I will just explain you how to use this kind of automation. So you make a simple automation with Hub M1S or M1S Gen 2, depends on which one you have. There is a special condition which is called the night light brightness up to. So this is down there. So I hope you can see this condition. Brightness up to 1%. This 1% of brightness basically means that the night light of M1S Hub is off, so you will not see the effect at all when you're using this kind of automation. So you make automation if the night light brightness is up to 1%, then pet feeder C1 feeding for once, and you will choose how many portions you need to feed. So any automation, you can make it differently. You can make automation that feeds like 5 portions, 4 portions, depends on your requirement here. So for example, 3 portions here. So and after you save this automation, so you save it's here, the night light brightness up to 1%, this automation will simply expose the pet feeder basically to HomeKit. So how does it do it? In HomeKit, you make an automation if some third-party device or if some Aqara device then set the night light of the M1S Hub to 1%, and after this happens in HomeKit, after this automation is executed, automatically via Kara Home app, via this automation you can see on the screen, the pet feeder will simply dispense the food for your pet. So like this, you will be able to use pet feeder in HomeKit automation. We made it specifically for this purpose. Why? Because the systems like HomeKit, Alexa, Google Home do not support the device type of pet feeder, unfortunately, and this is not our issue, so we found a way. Please check the video on our official website or on Amazon, so you will be able to find out how to use this pet feeder with Alexa or Google Home or HomeKit as well. So I think it's not hard, so I hope you understood what I did explain here. So I hope you will be quite excited about this product too. Why? Because this is basically the only pet feeder in the world that can be used in HomeKit automations and also in Google Home automations. This is quite unique. So of course we are not like the big player in this segment, but really hope that this kind of product will just be quite attractive for the smart home users. So I hope when you will ask someone what is the best pet feeder for smart home users, you will certainly name Aqara, because nobody else does this kind of product, pet feeder C1. Okay, so let me continue. Will the pet feeder have HomeKit? Okay, once again, we cannot support this pet feeder in HomeKit directly, but there is very simple way how to make it supported in Alexa, Google Home and HomeKit as well. Why? Just one simple automation with the Aqara Hub M1S the one I'm showing right now on the screen. So you can turn off the screen streaming for a live stream. Okay. So let me continue. So I would like to show you the deals for the Amazon US and CA. So for the Amazon US, we still have the Black Friday Cyber Monday deals like live, so you can still use them. Just open our official Aqara Direct brand store and check which products are now applicable for discount. I will try to explain you in a fast way what kind of products currently are discounted most, or which products are getting also quite big discounts, so that you will be able to enjoy these discounts, of course. So first of all, the biggest discount right now we have for our products is the TVOC air quality monitor. So our sensor, basically one of the cheapest air quality sensors for smart home available now on the market. So it does support HomeKit, it does support, it does support other two systems, Alexa and Google Home, using the cloud integration, but only temperature and humidity for now. So, but air quality is supported in HomeKit, so no worries. And in Aqara Home, on Aqara Home app, you will be able to set automations based on TVOC levels as well. So 30% of discount. Now the TVOC price is all-time low, I think, and the price now equals 31. Less than $32 here. So this is quite low for this kind of sensor, although this uses quite expensive air quality monitoring technology. Okay, so TVOC is now getting the highest discount. Some more products will get really high discounts. Are Camera Hub G2H Pro. So I'm showing you a regular G2H. This is G2H Pro. They have absolutely the same design from outside, but G2H Pro does have the local Google Home and Alexa support. If you have a Google Smart Display, for example, this is quite a big point for some of those users. Also, it has the custom ringtones features, the NAS recording, so you will be able to back up all of your video history locally for 30 or 90 days, depends on your requirement and your NAS storage capacity. So locally, it can just back up all of the video clips from the SD card inside here to your hard disk drive or of NAS server. This is quite a big point, so I'm using it personally quite a lot. So it's simply much better than just micro SD storage, because micro SD cards are less reliable than the NAS storage of HDDs or SSDs. So this is how it works. 29% G2H Pro to $49.99, which is quite low, I think, for this kind of camera. HomeKit Secure Video support also available. So for us, all of the cameras we have right now are already having the HomeKit Secure Video support, which make them quite unique. For example, G3 camera as well. Okay, some more discount. G3 Camera Hub, so $79.99, so less than $80 for this kind of very advanced in terms of features camera. Yeah, so 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. We have the local AI face recognition, HomeKit Secure Video support, PT and PT mechanism, and also these beautiful cat ears as an accessory, sent for free, included into the package. Yeah. Okay. What else do we have? We also have, for example, the wall switches, US wall switch. So of course, this market is too competitive. Many of our competitors have cheaper solutions for the wall switch, but this one is based on Zigbee 3.0, is acting as a repeater. If this is a wall switch with neutral, please check. So for example, the wall switch, wall switch no neutral single rocker is getting the biggest discount of 25%, down to $29.99, which is very close to many of our competitors here, which use Wi-Fi and more cheaper kind of technology here. So this is Zigbee 3.0. This is the main difference between this one and many of the competing solutions. Of course, supports HomeKit, Google, Alexa, FTTT, and so on. Okay, so once again, don't hesitate to ask any kind of questions in the comments. So we have 4 versions of the switch. They all get the discounts from 21 to 25%, which is quite a big discount, I think. Okay, so what else do we have? Bundle water leak sensor plus Hub E1. So water leak sensor, this is one of our best sellers as well. You can check again. So I think here a very simple device, but really useful, because quite long battery, not quite long, really long battery life, very small size. You can put it anywhere you want. With Hub E1, this is a perfect option to start your Aqara smart home setup. Okay, so let me answer some of the questions. Once again, feel free just to ask the questions in the comments and I will answer them directly. So what do we have here? Just found out about the car, love all the products. Thank you so much. Thank you, Coach 83. So I hope more and more users will enjoy our products. So the main problem for us was that in the beginning, we didn't have enough products and basically we could not fill the gaps many of our users had at home. So right now we are getting better. Not at some point, really soon we will get the Matter support. At some point we will support third-party Matter devices. This is something we announced not much time ago. And at some point, I really hope that a car home system will be the best when connecting your smart home and making smart home automation. This is something we are working on. Next year should be very important from this perspective, okay? So one more question here. So hello, do you have Wallplug UK version? Stream a bit delay or lag. Okay, sorry for that. UK plug, this is something we are pushing so hard right now. I hope we will get something like this next year. And please stay tuned again. So no more news on this. Okay, this is something we are trying to make here. So really, of course, we understand that we should fill the gaps for different markets. Smart plug is something basic. We'll try to make smart plug, which is probably the best for smart home automation. So basically, we were really happy to see that although this plug is not so cheap, this plug, EU smart plug from Ankara, is having quite good sales performance. And I really hope this is because we have good quality and we focus on automation. So this is one of few plugs which does support the power automations here. So really hope to deliver this kind of plug with this feature, power automations, like if power is more than X, this kind of feature, to more markets, including US and the UK, okay? Okay, so feel free to ask questions again. So let me continue on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals topic. What else do we have? Like US smart plug, so which doesn't support power automations, unfortunately, but this is still quite a good Zigbee solutions here. The solution here, so $25. This is the discounted price, 24% of discount for this Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We still have from 1 to several hours left. Depends on your time zone in the US. So please feel free to check our deals again. Just open the Ankara brand store and check what kind of deals you have. I won't mention all of the deals right now just because there are many discounts for many of our products. For example, this motion sensor P1. So this is something we fixed several problems recently. So right now it should be much more precise. So feel free to buy and check how it works right now. So now it's much better than the previous version of the sensor. Please check what kind of points we have for this little sensor. So of course the 5-year battery life, the support of third-party systems and so on. So I won't stop much on this. Okay, one more question let me answer. Door locks come to Canada. This is something we will tell you in the beginning of next year. We have something really amazing coming in terms of door locks in Canada and the US, okay? I hope you will be very excited about this kind of announcement, but not yet, unfortunately. Next one will be a bit connected to door lock. Of course, like the last time, or like last live stream of Black Friday, some of our users already asked the questions about this. So next announcement will be connected to door lock and some product which is having like a good match with the door lock in terms of like bundling. Yeah, okay. Let's stop on this much more in the future. Oh, more questions are coming. UK plug, yeah, EU versions, yes, not placing a UK plug. We do know this, we will try to make it as soon as possible. This is what we are doing right now, basically. So because right now we are planning the products for the next year still, okay? So P1 sensor, thank you. So, but as we know, many people are expecting a separate light sensor for this kind of P1 motion sensor. This is something we unfortunately cannot make for P1 motion sensor, but we will have one more announcement. You already have seen, I think, for Matter announcement, our first native Matter sensors. So motion sensor will be based on P1 motion sensor, will be called motion and light sensor. Why? Because it will have a totally independent light sensor built in, so that you will be able to make automations based on light. Still waiting. Okay, yeah, I see. I see the comment about UK plug. Okay, so stay tuned again. Okay, so let me tell some more details about the pet feeder first. Yeah, once again, we have many different deals. Please open the Ankara brand store, Ankara Direct brand store, and check if you have this. Cyber Monday deals unfortunately only available for North America right now because of the time difference. Yeah. So Europe already unfortunately finished, but don't hesitate. Check our brand store in Europe too, or any other country. We have our official partners in many of the countries in the world. So just open a car where to buy page. You can just Google it or using different search provider and simply check if in your country we have official distributors or retailers. Okay, so Pet Feeder here, I already explained some points about the automations with third-party systems like HomeKit, Alexa, and Google Home and FTTT. So I think now it's clear once again, but let me repeat it once again. So it doesn't support these three systems natively. So HomeKit, Google Home, and Alexa does not support natively, but there are really simple ways how to configure this kind of automations and use this Pet Feeder with these three systems without hesitation. So just open our official website or Amazon page and check the instruction how to use Pet Feeder C1 with Google HomeKit, Google Home, HomeKit, or Alexa. So it's not hard. Configure one time. Later you will be able to use it on daily basis. This is the simple automation the cube. You also can make it in Alexa, by the way, because this cube does support Alexa as well. Yeah, you can see. Shaking the cube and the Pet Feeder dispenses the food. Now it works as local. It even works without the internet connection because our system is local, at least for quite simple automations like this one. Okay, so for Pet Feeder, we also have a very important feature. Let's show the screen first. Looks cool. Thank you. Pet Feeder looks cool. I also think Pet Feeder looks cool, especially with coffee inside. Okay, so can we see it? No. Okay, let me fix it again. Maybe there is some lag. I really want to show you the screen because otherwise it will be too hard to explain some of our features we prepared for this Pet Feeder. Because I can say this Pet Feeder now looks quite special because not many of the competitors do have this kind of features, and some of them are completely unique, so nobody else tried to realize these kind of features. Okay, so looks like now it's working. So Pet Feeder C1, I opened the plugin of Pet Feeder C1 right now. And what is special about this? Yeah, can we see the screen or not? It looks like there is some lag, yeah? So this is the plugin of the Pet Feeder C1 here. So of course there are some basic controls. Sorry for some of our users who were testing the feeder before the launch and the button was not available. We completely fixed this issue, so we don't have any problems with the button immediately feeding, so-called. Automatic feeding plans, one time feeding amount. This is nothing special. Basically, many of other smart feeders do have this kind of feature. But what is more exciting is in the settings, you can simply, okay, I hope you can see. Let's check if the screen has updated. Looks like it's working. So portion weight for statistics. So some of our users were a bit confused about this. That's why we changed this kind of text here. So the idea here is that you can measure what is the weight of one portion of Pet Feeder. For example, you can feed for once, later weight how much food was dispensed here, and input this data here. So sorry for our friends from the North America because we don't have the American units like ounce in this kind of setting, but we figured out that for American markets the users are usually measuring the quantity of food they dispense for the pet in volume, so in cups, not in grams. But in Europe, this is different. In Europe, in Germany and other countries, like users are using grams to weigh the norm, feeding norm for their pets. That's why we made this feature possible. So right here you can configure how many grams is one portion. Later in the logs, you will be able to see how many grams, how many weight of food you have dispensed per day, and to have this kind of simple statistics here, which is quite unique, as we have said. Also, one more quite good feature right here, so related items. This is where we have automations. You can enter here, open, and create a new automation, and you will see that in then you have a new condition, new action, which is called feeding plan. And basically, via automations, you will be able to turn the feeding plan on or off. I'm pretty sure nobody out there has this kind of feature. And why this feature is important? Because, for example, you can make simple automation when you go out of your home for more than 8 hours, or you go to the airport or just depart. You will be able automatically start feeding your pet with a full feeding schedule, so that you will be sure that if you go out of the city, your pet still will be fed, which is quite good from the point of peace of mind. Yeah. So these two small points Jen didn't cover last time. No worries. I will just help you to understand more. So feel free to ask questions if you didn't get something I was trying to communicate. So, and one more point. So simple automations. This is what Jen last time did already mention. Just to make automations which can help you to train your pet. Depends on your pet, right? So actually we have seen some videos where the pets were pressing the button. So some pets are so smart that they can learn how to do it, and as a reward you can simply dispense the food from the pet feeder, which is quite unique because other pet feeders do not have this automation engine supported. So what is good about this? So some users might say, like, if your pet will be able to press the button by himself, in this case this pet can dispense too much food for him or her, but this is not a problem. For example, you can make a simple condition executed 1, for example. In this case, the automation will be disabled each time it is executed. So you won't be able to, you won't have to worry about this question. So your pet will not be overfed at some point. So this is an example, yeah? When you check the Cube, this is Cube T1 Pro, this pet feeder does dispense the food. In the same way, you can use the smart button like wireless mini switch, or you can use the Cube triggered after 1 minute of inactivity, this kind of condition here. Let me show you. So if I choose the Cube T1 Pro, triggered after 1 minute inactivity, so which means that if this Cube is somehow activated by you or your pet after at least 1 minute of inactivity, in this case, you can make an automation, the pet feeder, to dispense the food. So, okay, once again, don't hesitate to ask the questions in the comments. So right now, once again, for the US market, for the US and Canada, we have many deals which are connected to Cyber Monday. Still a few hours left, so take your chance to experience Aqara products if you haven't done it yet. Okay. So this is the pet feeder, and one more suggestion for you. So if you have the Aqara pet feeder C1 and you have some other Aqara accessories, in this case, feel free to send the videos how you train your pet. At some point, when we have enough videos, we will be able to reward the best video a bit later. So when you show us how you trained your pet to press some Aqara home button, Aqara button, or just trigger the Cube, like Cube T1 Pro, so that the pet feeder will dispense this food automatically, I think, yeah, we will be able to send you some surprise, okay? So this is something for later. We will announce more details on this. But feel free to share this kind of videos and tag Aqara in your posts in Instagram or any other social platform we do support. But please make sure that your post is not private, so that we can see it once you post it, okay? So one more product we launched recently, and this product was out of stock recently. Why? Because, okay, I was so excited about this. This is Cube T1 Pro. Our new version of the Cube finally supports third-party systems. This was quite a big issue for our previous, like, old version of Cube. Did not support anything except for a Aqara Home app. Why? Because this kind of device is quite unique, so nobody tried to make this kind of controller, okay, except for our competitors, competitor which brand name starts from N. And unfortunately for this competitor, their version of this kind of controller did fail on the market. They had many problems and now it's discontinued. So now we are the only one who have this kind of unique controller. I think you have seen some YouTube videos featuring this Cube T1 Pro. So right now it supports Alexa, supports HomeKit. This is a big point, supports natively, not like pet feeder. Okay, so it means it was shaken by me. Okay. So two systems, Alexa and HomeKit, are supported, and I will show you how does it work in Alexa. Let's double check again if the Aqara users can see my screen. So I just opened the Alexa app and I will show you some automations. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so I go to routines. I hope you can see it. No? Okay, there is some delay, I think. So let's wait for a while so that I will be able to show you the automations for our cube. No, for some reason it doesn't work. Let me try it again. Okay, so reconnect again and I will show you the screen. So I'm trying to tell you about the Alexa integration of the Cube T1 Pro. Thing is, like the original Cube which hit the market in China did not have the Alexa support. This is something we pushed so hard. Finally it is supported, and basically we can make some quite amazing automations using this Cube and Alexa. Something we could not do it via HomeKit in a simple way. Okay, so please tell me if the users can see my screen. For some reason the screen cannot be seen. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. So this is how it works. In Alexa, this cube is exposed to 6 motion sensors. Unfortunately, for some time ago, this was the only way to expose this kind of device to Alexa. Right now, each sensor means one side of the cube turns up. So, for example, you make an automation cube 4, so it means that when the cube is flipped to the side number 4, facing upwards, in this case, this automation will be executed, and I will show you how it looks like. Okay, so this is a simple representation of Alexa routines, which are the automations. And here, when the cube 4 detects motion, which means when the cube is flipped to side 4, in this case, the Alexa will say cube 4. This is just an example. You can add any kind of action with any kind of third-party devices, and even with Alexa TTS, which is quite fun, because you can make Alexa Echo speaker say something when you flip the cube to side number 4. For example, I don't know, all the Alexa speakers around the home will say like, okay, dinner time, so that your family members will be able to come and enjoy the food, if you need this kind of automations. Okay, so this is how it works in Alexa. I cannot show you the HomeKit automations, but HomeKit is much more simple, because in HomeKit there is a device type of a smart button with smart switch with 6 buttons. So this is how the cube is exposed to HomeKit as well. Now it works, so feel free to enjoy. I'm really happy that many of the users in many countries, they basically bought all of the stock of the cube recently. So the performance was better than expected. Thank you, those who participate in these kind of deals. Okay, and yeah, right now we don't have the deals for the Cube T1 Pro. Why? Because the cube is out of stock, at least in the US and Canada. Okay, so what kind of other interesting points here we have? So design is the same. That's why some 3D printed modes from the original cube can be used as well. Check some websites like Thingiverse, for example, and check the Aqara cube there, and you will be able to find some interesting modes. For example, I have some more ideas. Maybe we'll do it a bit later when we have time, so stay tuned for this. I think 3D printed modes are something quite interesting, because our users always have many very creative ideas there. I don't know, like for example, the modes for our sensors or the different shells for the cube. You can basically print panels for each side of the cube of different colors or different symbols. For example, each of them representing a different scene. For example, number 4 will just show you that this is the cozy or movie time scene, so that when you turn the cube to side number 4, the movie time scene will be activated. This will be local. You won't have to say Alexa or something, not to bother anyone in your room if someone is sleeping or resting. So I think this is a good way to activate different scenes or control different devices. And one more thing I wanted to communicate. Let's double check if we have the screen displayed on the live stream. So last thing I wanted to explain you, and I will repeat about our deals for Amazon.com and Amazon.ca, and later I will answer some of your questions. So feel free to ask the questions in the comments again. So can we see the screen? Looks like no. Okay, let's wait for a while. So okay, my idea here is that now this cube basically becomes a controller similar to a dimmer knob. So how does it work? I'll try to configure automation and show you right now. So when everybody will be able to see the screen on the live stream, please, my colleagues can tell me. Okay, so now you can see it. So like this, in the automation you will have to configure two conditions. So one condition is rotate the cube, and second condition is like face phase 1 or phase 2, phase n up. So what is the sense of these two different kinds of conditions? So some of them are phase from 1 to 6 up, and second set of these conditions is flip to side 1. So one of them are basically states, and the second set are the triggers. So triggers is some events which are happening, and states are just something continuous. For example, for now, this cube has the status of side phase 4 up. This is the status. But if I do this, the event of flip to side 4 is happening. This is quite important when you are configuring the car combat automations. And the thing is, like, you can basically make this kind of automation. And in this case, only when the phase 4 is up for this cube, the rotate action will activate some of the actions you have in that section of a car home automation. So, for example, when you flip to 5 and rotate, this will be one action. For example, like adjust the brightness of your L1S hub. And when you flip to side 4 and rotate, this can be some other action. For example, to control the Akara curtain driver E1. So this is the difference here. So I hope I explained quite a simple way. Okay, once again, some more questions, and I will answer them all in the comments, and we will be able to finish this live stream. Okay, as for the Black Friday deals, please check our Amazon.com official brand store, Amazon.ca as well. We still have a few hours left. Sorry for our European and other parts of the world's users. Unfortunately, you are probably already sleeping. At the same time, the deals are over already. So, but still, I hope some of you still watching us right now. Okay, some more questions here. Okay, so what kind of products in Amazon.com get the highest discounts? These are, like I said already, the cameras such as G2H Pro, 29% discount, just $50. G3, 27% discount, just $80, which is really low for this kind of feature-packed camera. Also, our wall switch, this one, wall switch, 21 to 25% discount, depends on the version. So down to the lowest price of $28.49 here. Also the highest discount is TVOC air quality monitor. So just for $32 and something dollars. Check again, please. So a long battery life and the e-ink screen there. And of course, don't hesitate just to open our official brand store and check what kind of options do we have for Cyber Monday discounts. Only a few hours left for the US, depends on your time zone. Okay, so some more questions and we will be ready to finish this live stream. Okay, I think this is the last question. Or you can ask right now, I will answer it right away. So the question is, sound is horrible. Okay, sorry for that. So which platform sound is horrible? Let's figure out and try to fix next time. I hope now you can hear, because now we have, I think, overall better quality than before, but we will never stop to improve for you, okay? Okay, so I think we are ready to finish this live stream. I hope it was quite fun. Next time I think we will have a big announcement, or not next time, let's see. Let's see what happens next. Okay, so have a nice evening, or have a nice early morning or late night, depends on your time zone. So I think very soon we'll have much more announcements. I always say something like this, but we have a few really important products ready to hit the market. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to launch them before the end of the year. So next new product announcements will come in the beginning of next year. But still, they will be very exciting. This is something I'm pretty sure about. And next year will be even more exciting. Now, I'm looking forward to it so much. basically. Okay, thank you. So feel free to check our pet feeder, Cube T1 Pro, any other products you can see available on your market. Depends where you currently are. And thank you for your attention. So see you in the next live stream. I think next live stream should be made by Jan, but we will continue live streams from here as well. Thank you.